Hello, and welcome to another thrilling re-gig. And today it's September the 30th, 2002, and we're at the Queen Elizabeth Hall. Another great, I like that venue, good venue. And we are seeing something called the 21st Century Schizoid. Is it Schizoid? I can't even say it. Band. I don't know what they did, because that for me was not the endearing memory. They played some songs from some band that no one's heard of. It was all right. I'm joking. I'll tell you about it because you got it, haven't you? The opening act. In fact, there was two opening acts. The first opening act, I'm not sure who it was, but it was his bass player, and he was noodling on the bass with loops. It could be. I have a memory. I think it might be, but I can't remember. I can't name him because I'm not sure if it is him. And I said to Mrs. "Oh, come on, fuck this. I can do this. This is boring. I got restless. Let's go and have a walk around. I can't listen to this rubbish." And we walked out. And then we came back again, and good job we did, because the second act, again, I didn't know who it was initially. And we had front row seats. Which was interesting because I bought the tickets. I don't know. Did I select those seats? I can't remember. But we had front row seats, and I'm sitting there, and again the band's on, and the guy's playing. And I'm thinking, I know this song. I know this guy, but sometimes your brain, and you're just trying to think. I'm going. I know this. Who is this? I'm going again because the guy is not. He's old. He's older now. I'm like, and then the penny drops. Who was it? Who was it, Darren? Tell us. We need to know. It was only blooming Kevin Ayers. Kevin Ayers was the opening act, and I was like, I went to the missus. It's Kevin Ayers. And he did this set, and it was charming. Again, he had a great charm to him. Some of it was you could tell he was a bit tense. I don't remember exactly what songs he played because it was a long time ago. But I know he played. Was it Strange? I mean, he might have played "Stranger in Blue Suede Shoes," and there was the other one about the guy who sell yourself or something. I can't remember the title of it, but he played a variety of material, some of it which was familiar and some of it which wasn't. But I know he was a little bit tense, and he kept going to the drummer. He kept talking to the drummer. I don't know if he felt it wasn't a good gig, but I thought it was a good gig. It sounded good from where I was, and I was absolutely enthralled and charmed by what went on. And again, looking back, Kevin Ayers didn't play, as far as I know, that many big gigs. He often played like kind of smaller venues, places where I wouldn't necessarily have seen him. And I was just so lucky to have been there and seen it. Again, he's somebody that I think needs more recognition, seeing as he's passed a few years ago now. Again, a stalwart. He was someone who started with a soft machine, and gave Mike Oldfield a break back in the day with the Whole World band. And again, I think he's somebody who doesn't get enough credit. I really think you should go and listen to a Kevin Ayers record immediately. It's not all, he didn't do perfect albums, but there's always there's always something charming on there to get you. He could have been massive with the right guidance and management, but unfortunately, glug glug glug. Go and watch Flying Start, Mike Oldfield. He sings on that one. Very hard lyric, but I that was the memory. That was the abiding memory for it. It was just the support, and it's very rare when the support band is better than the actual main band, or more intriguing. How often does that happen, that the support artist is like, oh wait a minute, this is important? But the main band was the 21st Century Schizoid band, featured. Michael Giles, Peter Giles, Mel Collins. No, not Mel Collins. Ian MacDonald. Wasn't it Ian MacDonald? Yeah, Ian McDonald, Mel Collins, and Jacko Jack shit. Jack shit? Is that how you say it? I don't know. And they are a tribute band to that other band, the band that had that album. The one album that guitarist lives off, because he's never recorded anything half decent ever since. Does some interesting stuff as featured artist with other people, but he thinks he's featured artist. He's not really. He's just a session man. But they covered all the the early stuff. So you're looking at like the first album, and some of the second and third album wasn't featured at this time. And it was really interesting to hear that material played, because it hadn't been played for I don't know, 30 years. So it was good for that. It was a good nostalgia trip. And that's how it should be played. It shouldn't, that band isn't a nostalgia band. We need bands like this to do the nostalgia with old members, with alumni. And I saw them again, and that's a story for another day. And I think I'm allowed to review them unless they throw their toys out of the pram over that. So who knows? You better watch this while you can, in case they abuse the YouTube copyright system again, like they did before. Ethical company, my arsehole. So for me, the good memory is Kevin Ayers, and it was good to hear old music being played again. Nostalgia, it's a wonderful thing. It has its place, but seeing nostalgia acts doing the rounds now is a bit sad. It's a bit sad, but it's for all their fans who are dying. They'll be dead soon, so it's one last gasp, isn't it? That's what these bands do. One last gasp, just for the fans, so we can get one last cash grab out of them. But back then, it was interesting. Not so much now. You had to be there. Anyway, with that, there's only one more thing left to say, and that is, ta-da!